Alright, so pulled over here because I'm going to show you where we're at. I was working as a police officer, rather young in my police career. And every police officer has one of these calls. One or more, but this was mine that stuck with me for a while. It's just a story, you know, a run you went on, a situation that you never forget. So, see the street we're on. It's a nice street. Nice and quiet, nice houses. Go ahead, lady, because I'm pulling right up where you were left here. Because we're going right here. Leave it to only in Hyde Park. Alright, so why pull up here? Well, straight ahead is Madison Road. It's a major thoroughfare, passes through the side of town. So we get a phone call for a neighbor. This is Christmas, the day after Christmas, I should say. About 1 in the morning on the 26th. We had gotten a lot of snow. The ground was covered with like 6-8 inches of snow. So one of the neighbors here hears someone screaming outside, "No, God, please don't kill me." And looks out and sees a figure of a man knelt over what seemed like the woman, because the woman screaming was just pummeling her, just beating her, punching her head and everything. So I came up that same road that I just came up, pulled up right here next to this bush. I find a 5 foot, maybe a 5'1", 5'2", 100-pound soaking wet female, laying, just gurgling in blood, laying face down in the snow. Now you see, major thoroughfare, and this is 1 in the morning, but there was nobody on the street. You couldn't hear a sound. And it's those, if you've ever been in the wintertime around snow, it just gets this real eerie silence. Well, I couldn't hear anybody. Now, our car was parked right here where this Toyota is. I got here and the dome light hadn't fully turned off yet. Whoever beat her had shut the door and took off, and the dome light hadn't shut off yet. Like, it was pretty quick. So I had to make a decision. Am I going to stay here with this poor girl, or try and find the person who did it to her? Well, I stayed. Stayed with her here. Hold on, let me get a shot of this car. Instagram at CarsMonot with all of his space stuff. I gotta take a picture of this car. Don't be patient. Don't ever be this way. The new world begins. Anyway, back to my story. I just so happened didn't know this car was parked here. So I decided to stay here. Well, I call, get more people in the area. I'm like, this guy's got to be near it somewhere. So K9 comes and tracks all along through the houses, checking the front doors of all the houses. Like the guy was going along and trying doors. Come to find out, the girl got home with visiting family in Pittsburgh. Had a whole carload of Christmas presents, a couple $1,000s in cash. All of that was still there. I don't know, they never did figure out if the girl was trying to rob her, rape her, or what he was trying to do to her. We took her to the hospital. We get to the hospital and I find the girl just laying there on the bed, and the way the emergency department there was, if you happen to get up and go to the bathroom from your emergency room bed, you can walk right in there and look right into where the trauma bays are. And this girl's just laying stark ass naked there, just completely out of it. So I said, hey man, can y'all cover her up? Give her a little fucking dignity? I mean, she got the shit kicked out of her. So they, you know, the nurse covered her up, and I asked him, I said, how's she doing? And the doc said, she's got spongy head. And I'm like, what is that? He's like, her head is soft like a sponge in places it's not supposed to be. They had her in a medically induced coma. I never did talk to the girl. He said she'll be a vegetable the rest of her life. There's a good chance she'll be a vegetable the rest of her life. So I was like, well, damn. They never did find out who did that to that girl. Never did. They interviewed her boyfriend. He knew nothing. They interviewed family, interviewed people from Pittsburgh. They knew nothing. Yeah. Nobody ever did it. So all I could do is, this is the way I felt about it. I felt bad that there was nothing I could do to help the girl. I couldn't get justice for her. I couldn't catch the bad guy that was there. Just nothing I could do. So, yeah, I felt bad. I looked into it. I wasn't a detective then, I was just a regular officer, and the officer that got assigned the case, the detective got assigned it, they weren't able to ever track down anybody that did it, knew anything about it. I used to come back here every Christmas if I was working. I worked in this district 10 years. This happened about 3 or 4 years into my time here, so I used to work Christmas a lot because as long as I was home Christmas morning, I didn't care to work Christmas night. You know, and that's... Anyway, I tried to be available. But, yeah, they never found them. Never found out who did it. I used to come back here every Christmas, check it out, just sit there. You never know. Maybe the crazy guy that did it just came back there, the one that got away, you know, who knows. It was just always one of those ones that stuck with me. I felt bad. I felt legitimately bad. It was a true victim. You don't see, you know, quite often there's not people that are calling the cops or things that are going on. You don't see like true. Whoever did that was evil. Did that was evil to that girl. Just an opportunity. They said she had been taking the presents in and out of her house and was coming back out, had already made a trip or so in. That's why the neighbor heard. And like I said, they didn't rob her. They didn't take anything from her. I don't know if they didn't do that because there was somebody came along, or they heard people looking out the window, or what. So yeah, that was one of those ones that stuck with me, and I always felt bad. I always tried to do well for the victim, you know. They're going through one of the most trying times of their life. The least I could do is try and make it better for them. I don't know. Here I go, having a heart again. Anyway, this has been Baldy 613. I'm going to share that with you. Tour around in my old district here a little bit. I'm going to be making some more videos. We'll go to check out some different restaurants. I got a buddy coming in town. We're going to a ball game, bringing his son. So, y'all ride safe. Be good to one another. Until next time. This has been Baldy 613. If you like the button, blah. This has been Baldy 613. If you like what you've seen, like what you've heard, want to see more of it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment if it's something you think I should change, things you think I could improve on. I'm new to this still, so plan on making more. I took a long hiatus and I'm back at it, so you'll be sick of me soon. Anyway, till next time. Peace.